BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. NFL season Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Corral to Moore there. Good for the Carolina first. The Panthers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun snap to Corral. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From midfield, here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They have such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here we go. Right.
By Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Lance looks to throw again. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the gut, Fournette. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On 1st down, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's not about pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they'll go for it. Lance. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Bulldozes past him. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Quick throw by Corral, completed out wide. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That's double win there, Park.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards on the ground. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Hubbard. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Corral complete quickly out wide here. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Corral sets up play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fourth down, Corral looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Got it? Opposite. 3. On the ball.
First down, here's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Jarvis Landry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Right.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 3rd down, Corral. To the end zone, but knocked away and
back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Lance now on first down. Right back to Chris Godwin. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, here's Corral. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start the drive with White. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ten cycles.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Play action, Corral. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Corral, he finds his man, complete. It's man. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Throwing here, Corral. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 16, Lance. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing here, Corral. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. This is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lance now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And Lance again going to keep it. And he stopped immediately there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And according to our friends with Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in a mere 2.1 seconds. Good luck trying to avoid that. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Corral. He's going to try and go deep again, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Corral. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. He hits more. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run here with Hubbard. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. 4th down, here's Corral. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, That tells you that you need to look at things in a different way.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Matt Corral, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Corral to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Fournette. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because